Okay, let's first show how the initial login works. We go with dennis.thales@sfnt.nl. This is my domain, which is synchronized to Azure. I log in with my domain password and I'm logged in to Office. So now the first thing what we need to do is we need to federate the domain. So federate the domain, we can do that with a script. So for this I used the application here is Office, and then we just follow the steps on the help documentation, which you can find here. So on the machine where you're going to run the script, you need to download the sign-in assistant and you need to install the PowerShell module and obviously AAD Connect, but I believe that's already done. And then the first thing what we need to do is we need to federate the domain. Now we need to enter the Azure Global Administrator account. So this user account comes from my Azure portal, and if I go to users, you could see here that I have, it's not a synced one because this is the global administrator. Okay. So we authenticate. Which domain do I want to federate? Well, obviously the domain which I use with the on-premise. Name the federation sfnt.nl, for instance. Now I need to browse to the metadata file. So this metadata file comes from your STA environment. So that is what you download on step 1 of the Office template. And then you copy it to the machine. And once you've copied it, you can use it here. You can verify if you're talking to the correct virtual server. So with this, you could check if it's the same thing. If you click on manual, and you can see it's the same. Then we go back and we say yes. And now it will federate the domain. That's already done. Enter to continue. And now the domain is federated. So what we can do now is we can run a simple test with option 3. And with option 3 I can behave as a user. So it's dennis.thales@sfnt.nl. Oh, there's a typo. Now it will redirect me to STA, where I need to authenticate myself. So I'm Dennis Thales, and I can remember me on this device, then it will basically set a cookie with the username. I log in, I enter my domain password, and you can see we have 2 managed domains and 1 federated domain.
Great.
So now let's say we need to revert back, or let's do a test first, how it looks like. So I take an incognito, I go to log in to microsoftonline.com. I'm Dennis Thales at sfnt.nl. Domain password.
Yeah.
Enter in.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's say we need to revert back. Reverting back, you go back to the script or relaunch the script, whatever you want. Just to show you that it is federated, you can also go into Azure and you can go to your custom domains, and you should see that it is federated here, as you can see with the checkbox. Okay. Then we go back. And we say option 2 to return federate to its managed state. So option 2, we need to authenticate with the global Azure administrator. It will ask you which domain would you like to revert. We only have one domain federated, so let's revert it back to manage mode. And now we are good to go. So we could do the test here again, and we can do the test in the browser. And as you can see now, it will ask me not to redirect to star, but it will just ask me here to authenticate, and I'm authenticated, and you could see it's back in manage mode. We can also check that in the portal. So if I just click away and come back, you can see the federation is gone. And also if I take an incognito window, you could see it's not sending me to star, it is just Microsoft only.